The correct depth. People tend to follow those who demonstrates that they are guided by a higher power to make the correct decisions and achieve great success in their endeavors. Religious leaders gain followers. Business people build great business empires. Many successful people listen to the little voice inside and reach lofty goals. People have long recognized the value of having this ability, even if they have to fake it. There have been instances of people who do not actually have this ability but who pretend to have it, like the evangelists who use sleight of hand to make it appear that they can actually heal people on the spot in order to gain followers and the monetary contributions they bring. The problem is, while some people have had this ability, they have not been able to leave behind them a method that the ordinary person could use to gain this same kind of ability, to learn to do this too. They don't know what it is about themselves that is different, that gives them the ability to do this. They know how they function, and assume that everybody else functions the same way. Why would they think differently? They have only their own experience to draw on. The followers have been so busy following the leaders that, even if they somehow pick up some clues and develop this ability themselves, they do not learn enough to be able to pass on this knowledge to anyone else. The naturals who have this ability are usually not even able to pass it on to their own children. The law of success. At the beginning of the 20th century, a newspaper reporter named Napoleon Hill met one of these geniuses who had been guided to achieve success. Andrew Carnegie, a steel magnate, had become the wealthiest person in the world. Carnegie advised Hill that there was something different about the super successful people. He knew a lot of super successful people personally, as well as a lot of ordinary people, and he knew that they were different. So he made a proposal to Hill. If Napoleon Hill was willing to make a study of these people and determine what the differences were, Carnegie would secure appointments for Hill with these super successful individuals. During the next 20 years, Hill identified several characteristics that the super successful people had. By far the most important, Hill discovered, was their ability to sense information with their minds, an ability the average person did not possess. If you can find a way to stimulate your mind to go beyond this average stopping point, Hill said in his reading course on the law of success, published in 1925, fame and fortune will be yours. Hill understood that psychic ability was the foundation of everything, especially if you could also connect with a higher power for guidance. Although Hill apparently developed these abilities himself, he never found a way to teach them to others. He was never able to unlock the secret, he never found the key to train people to do this. The key to unlock the secret of success in the middle of the 20th century, from 1944 to 1966, José Silva conducted research to learn why some people were so much more successful than the average, such as he had been, so that he could teach this to his own children. Early in his research, José looked to religion to see what it said on the subject. He was born into a Catholic family in a Catholic community, so his first investigation was into Catholicism. He wanted to be sure that the techniques he was experimenting with did not violate any of the teachings of his religion. He found that they did not conflict. The teachings of Jesus both supported what he was doing and gave him ideas for additional experiments. It has always seemed to me that Jesus was guiding me to the discoveries that I made, José said. While this offered some assurance, it was not enough for José. He realized that if he had been born into some other religion, he would have looked to that religion for clues to success. So he took time to study all religions. I studied the origin of each religion, he said, when it was founded and who founded it. I wanted to know what their beliefs were, their philosophies. I wanted to know what their goals were. What he discovered was pretty amazing. I saw that all religions were trying to accomplish the same thing, he said. It reminds me of what somebody once said, that all paths lead to the same God. Many paths to the same destination. In fact, religious leaders throughout history have said much the same thing. Here are some examples. In the 5th century BC, Lao Tzu said, "The broad-minded see the truth in different religions, the narrow-minded see only their differences. More than 300 years before Christ lived, Aristotle said, "God has many names though he is only one being." The New Testament of the Bible seems to agree. There is neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither bond nor free, there is neither male nor female, for ye are all one in Christ Jesus. Galatians 3 verse 28. The Quran offers an explanation as to why people see things differently. Even if all religions are trying to achieve the same thing, every child is born into the religion of nature. Its parents make it a Jew, a Christian, or a magician. So it was the founder of the Christian religion, a Jewish rabbi named Jesus, who, through the writings in the Bible, provided some of the most important clues in Jose's search for the secret of success. Now it is all available to you. No matter what your religion, no matter what you believe, this will work for you. The Silva system does not violate any religion's belief, nor does it violate any scientific principle. The Silva system holds the unique position of being consistent both with religious philosophy and scientific method. Jose Silva, a simple man from a small town deep in southern Texas, without any formal education, achieved what no one else has. He has brought science and religion together. Finding the correct dimension. You have already started the mental exercises necessary to find the correct dimension for applying the self-management techniques that you will find in Section 2 of this book and for developing your psychic ability. If you have graduated from one of the Silva seminars or completed a Silva home study program, then you have already learned to enter your level, and you do not need to use these countdown exercises for this purpose. However, it is still valuable to practice the countdown deepening exercises in order to ensure that you maintain your level. Learn to activate your mind while maintaining this level in order to use the self-management techniques and your psychic ability. Exploring a whole new dimension. Until now, the Delta level has been a mystery. We all function at Beta whenever we focus our eyesight. More than 30 years ago, Jose authored a system that everyone can use to learn to function at the Alpha level with conscious awareness. He also provided his students with a couple of techniques to use to reach the Theta level. While you cannot activate your mind while at Theta, you can be aware of information. As soon as you begin to analyze the information, your brain speeds up to Alpha. But Delta remained a mystery. Even with our training, people could not deepen themselves into Delta. The only way to achieve Delta is through sleep. The deepest part of the normal sleep and dream cycle is spent in Delta. Yet even when sleep and dream researchers awaken their subjects, while the subjects are in Delta, there is no recall of anything while at that level. Now the mystery has been solved. The purpose of Delta has been revealed. Although we still cannot use it consciously, we can make use of it while we sleep to communicate with high intelligence. You'll read more about that and the specific technique that you can use in Chapter 4. For now, let us mention that it is also important to learn to function at Alpha so that you can correct problems that could prevent you from using the mental video technique effectively. What could prevent you from using this technique effectively? Sleeping pills, for one thing. When you use sleeping pills to go to sleep, then the drugs try to take control of your central nervous system. The drugs prevent you from going through the normal 90-minute cycles associated with sleep and dreams. And to the extent that the drugs prevent you from entering the Delta level, you are precluded from using the mental video technique effectively. Drugs always have side effects. If you are taking medication for migraines, for instance, or for other kinds of pain, those drugs will have side effects. They often interfere with the normal functioning of your central nervous system. Habits such as smoking or drinking also have undesirable side effects. At deep levels of mind, you can gain control over these and other problems. I will now turn the rest of the chapter over to Jose Silva to teach you how to do that. Physical and mental relaxation lead to Alpha. Once you feel that you are able to maintain your concentration during your daily countdowns, you're ready to learn to relax with the long relaxation exercise. To do this, I want you to use your mind to relax your body. And then I want you to relax your mind. When you do this, your brain will relax into the alpha level. Here is how to proceed with the first part, using your mind to relax your body. Find a comfortable position. Let your body do what it wants to do in order to be comfortable. However, I do not want you to fall asleep. If you fall asleep during this exercise, then make yourself a little less comfortable and do it again. When you have found a comfortable position, then close your eyes. Why do I ask you to close your eyes? Several reasons. Whenever you attempt to focus your eyesight, your brain automatically goes to 20 CPS beta frequency. You can use all of your other senses while you are at alpha, but not your eyesight. So I do not want you to focus your eyes or try to see anything while you are at alpha. Now I want you to mentally repeat and visualize the number 3 several times. To make this easy to do, get a piece of paper before you begin, write the number 3 on it, then just recall what it looks like. We will associate the number 3 with physical relaxation. The next thing that I want you to do is to imagine your body relaxing from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Here is how to proceed. First, concentrate your attention on your scalp, the skin that covers your head. You will sense a fine vibration, a feeling of warmth caused by circulation. Use your imagination for this. Do not just wait for it to happen by itself, imagine what it would feel like. Imagine that you can actually feel it. Now release and relax all tensions and ligament pressures from this part of your head completely, and place it in a deep state of relaxation that will continue to grow deeper and deeper as we continue. What will your scalp feel like if it is completely relaxed? Will it feel like a warm dishcloth lying over your skull? Will the roots of your hair be gently washed in the warm flow of blood in your scalp? Use your imagination to sense your scalp relaxing. Then do the same thing with the rest of your body. Your forehead, the skin that covers your forehead. Concentrate your attention on your forehead. You will detect a fine vibration, a tingling sensation, a feeling of warmth caused by circulation. Then release and relax all tensions and ligament pressures from this part of your head completely, and place it in a deep state of relaxation that will grow deeper as we continue. Your eyelids, and the tissue surrounding your eyes. We have great control of the eyelids, so allow them to relax. It is important to realize that you do not force yourself to relax, you allow yourself to relax. Your face, the skin covering your cheeks. Your throat, the skin covering your throat area. Within the throat area. Your shoulders. To help you concentrate on your shoulders, concentrate on and feel the clothing in contact with your shoulders. Your chest. Again, feel your clothing in contact with your chest. Within the chest area, relax all organs, relax all glands, relax all tissues including the cells themselves, and cause them to function in a rhythmic, healthy manner. How do you do this? You use your mind, your imagination, the same as you do for the skeletal muscles. The abdominal area. Within the abdominal area. Your thighs. At this time, I want you to do something extra. Sense the vibration at the bones within the thighs. By now these vibrations should be easily detectable. Go ahead and sense them. Your knees. Your calves. The toes of your feet. The soles of your feet. The heels of your feet. Now you have gone from head to feet, using your mind to direct your motor nerves, to relax your muscles, and even your internal organs. Now I want you to relax your sensory nervous system as well. I want you to be so relaxed that you are not even aware of your body, not aware of sensory information coming through your sensory nerves. Here is how. Cause your feet to feel as though they do not belong to your body. Cause your feet, ankles, calves, and knees to feel as though they do not belong to your body. Cause your feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, waist, shoulders, arms, and hands to feel as though they do not belong to your body. This is your physical relaxation level 3. Now I would like for you to mentally repeat and visualize the number 3 several times, to associate this feeling of relaxation with the number 3. In the future, whenever you desire to relax physically, as relaxed as you are now, just mentally repeat and visualize the number 3 several times, and you will relax physically as you are now, and even more so. Mental relaxation. Next, mentally repeat and visualize the number 2 several times. The number 2 is for mental relaxation, where noises will not distract you. In fact, noises will help you to relax mentally more and more. You may be aware of noises and distractions, but your desire will cause you to disregard them and relax mentally more and more. Mental relaxation is very simple. To relax mentally, simply recall tranquil and passive scenes. Any scene that makes you tranquil and passive will help you to relax mentally. You may find that you are very relaxed after strenuous physical activity, such as a fast game of tennis or some such similar activity. But this is not what we want here. I want you to recall something where you are passive, relaxed, and not moving around very much. Just enjoying yourself. Maybe it's a day at the beach or a day out fishing. A tranquil and passive scene for you might be a walk through the woods on a beautiful summer day, when the breeze is just right, where there are tall shade trees, beautiful flowers, a very blue sky, an occasional white cloud, birds singing in the distance, even squirrels playing on the tree limbs. Hear birds singing in the distance. Remember to associate this level with the number 2. Enter the alpha level. After you are completely relaxed, both physically and mentally, repeat and visualize the number 1 several times, and take it for granted that you are now at level 1, the alpha level, a level that you can use for a purpose, for any purpose you desire. If you have graduated from one of the Silva seminars or have used the recordings in the Silva Home Study program, then you can do this immediately. If you are brand new to the Silva system and are learning by practicing the countdown exercises every morning, then your first goal is to learn to maintain your concentration during the countdowns. If this is difficult for you, practice until you get the hang of it. Then you can begin to use the long relaxation exercise. I recommend that you practice the long relaxation exercise once a week for the next 3 months. Of course, you can practice more than that if you wish. Many Silva graduates continue to practice the long relaxation exercise for many years, to ensure that they maintain a deep, healthy level of mind. They do this because it helps the body to maintain vibrant good health, and it is necessary in order to use the self-management techniques in section 2 of this book. It is also the level that is required for psychic functioning. For the next 10 days, I want you to practice your countdown exercises every morning, counting from 50 to 1.